Good evening, everyone. Hope you're well. We'll take a show of hands for questions, please, and we'll set an embargo towards the end for 10:30 p.m. on Sunday evening. Someone to start, please. Yep, stay, please. Thank you.
Hi, Pep. Obviously, 20th trophy as Manchester City head coach. This one has a particular meaning for you, and how do you think you guys managed to get it?
Well, satisfaction to win, but I had a feeling last season Crystal Palace, even 2 seasons ago in United, we were better than today in terms of it was most clear what I have to do. But this type of games, that was last season, the margins on Mina and maybe their penalties, right? Last season was a red card, Anderson. So when it's two guys, the decisions always make an imbalance. And now I'm sitting here, like how nice I am, and otherwise we'll be have a respect. So I know perfectly which team we won. They make a good consistency season, I would say, Chelsea. But the patterns that they do with Colwill especially, that I'm so glad he's back for English national team, is a big boost. So how break the lines, how they connect each other. Caicedo with James, and after the pockets always are good occupied, so we don't play man marking, so they fun. I knew it would be a tough game, like I've been. The game started really good. I think we make a 30-35 minutes really, really good. Arriving the final pass, the final decision was not good, and after they were better. In the second half, even we have the first chance clear with Antoine, they were better. The moment the game was for them. They were more aggressive. They pushed us a lot of corners and this type of position. And after we found the goal, that game is that. So we found the goal, and after we were better. Of course, they have a chance with the throw-in. But and after when they changed the 5-4, even they put more players there. We found better our wingers, our pockets, and our transitions. That happened many times this season. The final pass, the final moment, we were not clever. We were not good enough. We could finish it. But really pleased. This trophy is really, really cool, really special for the tradition, and after 2 defeats, so back to Manchester is nice.
Hi Pep, congratulations. Before this week, Antoine had a bit of a run without goals, but that moment there, is that sort of why you buy a player like that? Because he has the capacity in those moments when you're struggling a bit in the game to just turn things around, has that sense of goal?
Since arrival I did it with Bournemouth, with Raola, have a sense of goal. Antoine can play in the 3 positions. I think as a striker is really good. Look, the last game, incredible assist from Phil, the finishing, have a sense of goal. Yeah, the impact for both him and Mark in winter time have been massive. So we look a little bit swapped because normally he has to cross to Erling, and Erling in that case cross to him, but have a sense of goal, good finishing. So a really good goal.
Rob.
Congratulations, Pep. Obviously, you've got another big game to come very quickly on Tuesday. Are you allowing the players to have a party tonight, a celebration?
Home. Not even one beer. Next Monday after Aston Villa, we're going to celebrate it with the women's team. The club said to me that with some parade in Manchester, because it must be celebrated with both teams. But no half time. So have 3 days. Chelsea had 7 days to prepare that final. We had 3 days. Yesterday the travel was a nightmare. Spent 6 hours, literally 6 hours from CFA to here. The train's a little bit problem in this country, and 6 hours. But I think we behaved in some moments good. We were quite stable, but the same. When a finals in that end, the margins, the decisions can change absolutely everything.
Hi Pep, well done. Sir Alex Ferguson once said you never get full value with signings in January, but do Mark Gahey and Antoine show what you can get?
Listen, you can spend, I don't know how much money. If it works, it's cheap. And you can spend less money, and it's not working, it's not cheap, it's expensive. So always the tendency, all the clubs want to sign players. At the end was the opportunity. So it was an opportunity, release clause from Antoine, and last 6 months contract from Crystal Palace. We had a lot of problems from injuries with Ruben and Josko. And now we have everyone. We have been we have been, for example, last season, it was a moment that in November, December, that we didn't win one game. We have in between combined 13 injuries. When you have 13 injuries in November, December, January, in this country, you play every 3 days with 13 injuries. You cannot handle it. So when Ruben fit and Josko fit and everyone fit, maybe we don't go for Mark or Antoine. But in the situation, you have the opportunities, sometimes happen, and both have been really extraordinary.
You've won many finals, but was that one of the best goals that you've seen scored in the?
It was a really good goal. Really good skills, really good technique, the cross and the finishing, really good.
Hi, Pep. Obviously, John and Bernardo were going, and maybe some others as well. How nice was it for them to finish with a trophy in this way?
Absolutely. But nothing, of course, is nicer. But if you have to judge his service, his tenure, his 10 years here, today win or not win the trophy, or Carabao win the trophy, it's not about that. Whatever will happen today or the last game, the final against Arsenal, they have been really no words, I said many times, to express the incredible gratitude for on and off the pitch, how they behave, represent this club in the best way as possible. So Bernardo's a machine, never injured, play in all the roles and always being incredibly competitive. Today, show it again. And but it's really pleased. Always I had that feeling in the finals, in that I see the faces, the players happy, but it's still right now for me, after many years, I cannot overcome that feeling that it's difficult to swallow the fact that many incredible players cannot play. So I give 6 players in the tribune today. Players feel the game we played last game, we could not play today. So always is so, the happiness is never complete because all the players come here, Wembley, this stadium, both, people, it always is tough. I was a football player, I see that, I'm good, I won the trophy, but I want to play. But it's where it is, but especially, of course, for John and Bernardo, they are living in 2 games. That will be really good. Hopefully we can extend in Bournemouth the game to arrive in Aston Villa last game and make the best tribute as possible with the chance to fight for the Premier League.
And you've said already that the team have already proved that it's a good season, regardless of the last few games. How much potential do you see in this group, this brand new team, for next season? And
I took time to click something. I missed something during the process. We make a lot of different shapes and pressing, display with the other player. We had the feeling that the last 2 months I fed something stability with the team that I didn't find maybe in the past. But it's normal because a lot of new players, injured players, and sometimes you need a little bit more time. But the highest competition don't wait, right? But top 8 in the Champions League, we found one of the toughest opponents. Real Madrid, the Champions League is always a really difficult opponent. But the rest competitions, we have behaved extraordinary, and the future is bright. So I know the guys, I know how they feel, the commitment for the club and the profession. I'm pretty sure we will be there. We will be there next years.
Last one before the embargo here. Thank you.
Just stepping back a little bit from today's match, I think you are the longest-serving manager, not just in the Premier League, but in all 4 top divisions in England. How important is it for coaches these days to have that long-term stability? It seems in the industry it's going the opposite direction, that more and more managers are losing their jobs ever more quickly. How important has it been for you to have had this time to build what you've done at Manchester City?
Is the key. But listen, I'm the longest because we won a lot. I've said many times, but in the same time, when the people above me and the sport director, especially or the chairman, myself, and the players were in the same page, stability. You can be up and down. So we had last season, but normally you are stable. When you have a lot of managers with many years, it's so difficult. You need time. In football, like everything in life, you need time sometimes to adapt. And today the people is so anxious to. I said many times. So this period, there are moments for season, last seasons, and moments during the season was not good. We will not. I didn't feel never they blame me, because we know each other. It's what can do to improve, to get better. And in most of the clubs, when it's bad, it's sack. Yeah, can be better, but it can be worse. And one of the great success in that, of course, I am every 3 days here talking in front of you, the players, but one of the biggest success is stability that above me. Without that, you don't have this success. Impossible.
Set the embargo there for 10:30 p.m. on Sunday evening. Someone start, please. Jamie?